This is CGTN, China Global Television Network.
Hello, welcome to CGTN. This is our special coverage on the 20th National Congress of the Communist Party of China. Live from Beijing, I'm Pan Deng.
And I'm Li Dongning. Well, this 7-day event is rather significant, not only for China, but also for the whole world. It draws the roadmap for China's development in the years to come, a trajectory that can also impact China's relations with the international community.
Some 2,300 delegates to this Congress, representing over 96 million members of the Communist Party of China from all walks of life, are ready for the opening session, which would take place in about 2 hours at 10 o'clock a.m. Beijing time on Sunday.
Right, and the 20th CPC National Congress will review the work of the past 5 years and also chart China's future course.
Since the 19th CPC National Congress in 2017, the party has successfully led the people in achieving the historic mission of building a moderately prosperous society, a goal that was reached on the 100th anniversary of the Communist Party of China.
And together with the Chinese people, the CPC now works towards the next goal of building a modern socialist country.
On this very day, we bring you to the Great Hall of the People in Beijing for the opening session of the 20th CPC National Congress. We also bring you live to the delegates' corridor, where party delegates will meet the press.
So you can also log on to CGTN's social media platforms, where the events will be live streamed. So join us for this historical Congress and also this new journey.
So the agenda of the 20th CPC National Congress has been set. It was approved during a preparatory meeting and presidium of the 20th CPC National Congress, which also decided the date of the Congress from October the 16th to the 22nd. According to the agenda, delegates are expected to hear and examine a report of the 19th CPC Central Committee, examine a work report of the 19th CPC Central Commission for Discipline Inspection, deliberate and adopt an amendment to the CPC Constitution, and elect the 20th CPC Central Committee and the 20th CPC Central Commission for Discipline Inspection.
A lot to anticipate indeed, and for more, our reporter Dong Xue is joining us from the Great Hall of the People in Beijing. So Dong Xue, everything and everyone is ready. What's the atmosphere like over there?
Well, good morning, Dongning. Yes, in about 2 hours, over 2,200 delegates of China's ruling Communist Party will be in Beijing's Great Hall of the People right behind me for its 20th National Party Congress. Well, before the event's opening ceremony, about 20 of the delegates will meet with the press at what's known as the delegates corridor, which can be described as a more orderly form of a press stakeout. Well, as we've been told, the Congress will last a week, ending exactly 7 days from now on October 22nd, and all the preparations are complete according to the press briefings yesterday. Well, party delegates of this year's Congress were elected this July, representing over 96 million CPC members. Well, they come from all walks of life, such as village party secretaries, social workers, and those come from, sectors like science and technology, national defense and law, and many others who've made great contributions in their own industries as well as to the country. And they've already had their work put out for them. Well, because over the coming days, these are the 5 main things on the agenda. First, the delegates will hear and examine the work report of the preceding 19th Central Committee. Second, they will examine the work report of the 19th Central Commission for Discipline Inspection. Third, they will deliberate and adopt an amendment to the CPC's constitution. Fourth is electing the 20th CPC Central Committee. And lastly, electing the next Central Commission for Discipline Inspection. Well, one agenda items that has been, closely watched here and abroad is the party constitutional amendment. At a press conference yesterday, we've learned that the revision will enshrine theories and practices on national governance that have been set forth since the 19th Congress. Well, actually, since its introduction, the CPC CPC's constitution has been amended about 10 times. The CPC constitution is the highest binding document for the party because it offers a view of China's future, reflecting, major changes to leadership and governance. So all eyes are on how the key document will be updated in the coming days, and also issues tackle of both domestic and international concerns, such as China's anti-corruption campaign, poverty alleviation, and the relations with the United States, as well as how China will contribute to the global governance, will all be closely monitored during the session. Dongning.
Right. Rather comprehensive agenda, a lot of work for the delegates, it seems. Thank you very much. Dong Xue reporting from the Great Hall of the People.
Now let's cross live to our reporter Dai Kai. He's at the delegates corridor where members of the party will meet the press. Hello Kai, what can we expect from this occasion?
Yes, Pandeng, right behind me is the delegates corridor. This is where journalists can hear from the delegates directly and ask them questions face to face. Well, for all the delegates showing up here today, this is kind of their red carpet show. So they come from all parts of China and they are from all walks of life. Pretty much in tune with what the spokesperson of the 20th CPC National Congress said at Saturday's press conference, that the delegates are broadly representative. Their professions range from emergency rescue team members to athletes, even taikonauts. So the list goes on, and you can tell that there's definitely a good mix of delegates from just about any sector you can think of. Well, what they have in common here, however, what they all share are roles of China's progress over the past years. For example, some of the delegates were chosen to be here today because of their contributions on poverty alleviation and rural revitalization. China eradicated absolute poverty nationwide in the year of 2022, lifting some 800 million people out of poverty in the past 40 years. So that is regarded by many experts as a miracle in world economic history. And how did it happen? Well, some might say there were many contributing factors, but you can't deny that those who led the change in underdeveloped counties and remote villages were a big part of it. So again, each and every delegate showing up here today, they kind of can be seen as a microcosm of what China has achieved in fields they represent over the past years. And so again, the message officials are trying to send here by setting up a corridor like this is clear, that the Communist Party of China is committed to openness and transparency, as practices like this help media outlets, both domestic and overseas, make better sense of what is happening and the priorities of the country's ruling party going forward. Back to you, Pandem.
Thank you very much, our reporter Dai Kai in the Great Hall of the People. Now, for more insight into this crucial occasion, we're joined in the studio by Mr. Wang Huiyao and Mr. Victor Gao. Thank you very much for joining us, gentlemen. First of all, this upcoming 20th CPC National Congress is in both domestic and global focus. Mr. Gao, how would you interpret the importance of this gathering?
Well, first of all, this 20th Party Congress indeed is the most important political event in China every 5 years, and in this particular case, over the past 10 years. And it is important also in looking forward in the next coming 5 years and beyond. And this will touch all walks of life, because the about 2,300 delegates are really from all walks of life. They include incumbent leaders at the very top, former leaders at the very top, but also party activists and outstanding party members from the lowest level of the hierarchy and the structure of the CPC. And they are generally considered
Фотоепілятор Люмеа від фільму. Фотоепілятор.